GingerSnacks. What's up? What's up, guys? Have you been? Been good. Keeping it real, you know, like you do. Job's going pretty good. Sometimes I suck at it, but it's going good. I like it. As a dispatcher for the fire department in Sedgwick County, as one of the many, but you know, one of them, I found this beer in the store. Fireman's Brew. Apparently, some of the money goes to the National Fallen Firefighters Association. And I bought it at a local liquor store. It's actually made in Kansas. And the dude that I bought it from was like, "Oh, thanks for buying that." And I was like, "It's beer. You're welcome. Thanks for selling it to me." And we got into a long conversation about how he actually was an important dude. I can't remember. I'm going to be honest with you. I've slept a lot since then. But he was an important dude in the association for a while. He's a former firefighter. And all this stuff, we had this wonderful conversation. Just because I bought this beer, it's a conversation I would never have had otherwise. It's kind of awesome. So, they named all their beers after hair colors. Which at first I was like, oh, seriously? But it makes sense. There's a blonde, which is a paler, like ale, I guess. And then there is this one, which is a stout. It's the brunette. And then there is a redhead one, which I have an empty bottle of it just to show you. The redhead ale. This one is good too. This one's my favorite. I think all three of them are actually pretty good though. Just, you know. So if if you know any firefighters, if you like beer, if you care about anything, or if you just like trying new things, I would recommend just looking around for it. It was slightly more expensive for this beer, for this like box thing of beer than it was for the other ones near it. But if some of the money goes to a good cause, then why not spend more? And I was just feeling very much like, treat yourself, girl. That's how I was feeling at the liquor store. And so I treated myself with this. It's good. It's good beer. And I love stouts, so. Okay, so today what I want to talk to you about is, I think I'm gonna go with Star Wars. I knew like whatever I was gonna talk about was gonna be like TV related. I'm gonna go with Star Wars. I recently tried to do a marathon of Star Wars. Emphasis on the tried. I got through the first movie by making fun of young Anakin and his, I want to be a fighter. I want to learn how to pilot this. I fly pods. I'm really good. Did you come here to free the slaves? Why else would you be here? And it's hard because I know he was like this small little kid, but it was just, the acting's really bad. Like, probably good for a little kid. Who knows? I don't know. But oh my god, I got into the second one halfway. And I'm talking about, because I'm one of those weirdos, I know that the last, or the middle three, since they're making more, came first, and then there's this three, and then there's that three. But technically, this three came here, this three came here, and then this one's over here. Like, or is it, I'm going to be honest, I don't know exactly where the new three ones are going to fit in. But I got into episode 2. I got about halfway through, and I seriously couldn't take it. Did anybody making the movie not, like, did they not see how creepy Anakin is? I haven't thought about nothing but you since the last time we met. Do you want to date me? I'm not supposed to date nobody, but I'll make an exception for you, pretty lady. Like, it's creepy. It's fucking creepy. He's like, just staring at her like she's a fucking small child and he's a pedophile. Like, there's really nothing else I could think of. Like, he's going, that's a mighty fine steak. I'm gonna put my fork in it. Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's not romantic looking. And then Natalie Portman, was she ever just sitting there going like, oh my fucking god. He is so fucking creepy. Can I be killed off already? Oh my god. It's terrible. Like, it's just creepy. So I didn't get into the third one. I'm nervous about the next 3. I've told several people, and they're like, it's going to be good. And I'm like, they promised us those other ones would be good. good. They promised us. And then he had to go and like start like butt fucking the originals. Like, I'm going to tweak this now that we have better technology. And like, no, leave it the fuck alone. Leave it alone. Just, and then there's the argument like it's his vision, so he should leave it alone. I'm like, no, or he should be able to, he should be able to do whatever he wants. And I'm like, yes, it's his vision, it's his art, but he gave it to us. Like he arted it up and said, art, and then was like, here you go. Here's my art. So we got the art, and we liked the art, and we were like, this is perfect. And then he keeps like butt fucking it without lubrication when the movie's clearly going, no, please don't. And he's like, yes, it's my movie, I'll do what I want. It's terrible. So I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the ones coming out. I haven't watched a single trailer because I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Is anybody else out there nervous? Is it just me? It could be. I don't know. So we'll see when those come out. Another thing I want to talk about is it's an older TV show. It's been here and gone. It's from MTV. I was watching Teen Wolf, and I got like almost to the end of the first season before I kind of stopped watching it. But I know it's like TV, and they always make everyone so fucking gorgeous and everyone skinny and perfect and wonderful, but did anybody else notice how that school is, like, top shelf? Like, there's not, it's like anything the CW does. It's like, here's this show, and we're gonna have all these really mega hot people. Like, just, and the ugly one is hot. Like, the ugly, like, the boring person is hot, and everyone's just like, look how skinny and perky we are, and we're so wonderful and amazing. And, like, my high school wasn't like that. Like, there were attractive people in my school, but most of them were, like, attractive because other people thought they were attractive, and the other people that thought they were attracted to them because they had money and could buy things and were fun to hang out with because they had the things that everyone else wanted. And then they became this, like, clique of rich people in this dinky-ass crap town where nobody was rich, and we just got a McDonald's, so we're kind of a big deal. Everyone was so excited that Hayesville got a fucking Taco John's. Like, who gives a shit? There's even Taco John's, you know, I don't even know. Some rinky-dink taco place, and everyone was like, there's a line. Rick's so excited here in Hazel. There's a line to buy tacos. And I'm like, I will never wait in a fucking line to buy tacos. Like, I mean, a realistic line. I mean, there's a couple people in there, whatever. But I'm talking like, oh, I have to drive around the block to get food. No, I'm not waiting in line for fucking food. There are other taco places. If I want a taco that's made out of meat that's probably partially not actually meat, compiled by people that are getting paid minimum wage and hate their job and are probably shitting and pissing and puking and spitting in the food. Like, I'm not waiting in line for that. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not waiting in line. Not worth it. And I've heard people talk about they waited in line for Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, oh, you're waiting in line for food that is paid for, or not paid for, but like made by a company that hates gay people and likes to take your money that you're giving them and like spend it on things to make sure gay people can't get married because they're a bunch of hate mongers. I mean, go ahead, but I can make some damn fine chicken on my own in my home, and I don't have to wait in line for that. And I'm not saying that the company I'm buying the chicken from is not also hate mongering, but it's not documented, so I don't know. Fast food is ridiculous. This is a weird transition. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. But that's my thoughts. I intend to watch Jurassic Park and tell you about how much I want to touch Chris Pratt's penis, because I do. And I hear it's a good movie too, so there's that. Oh, I heard that Jake Johnson, who plays Nick Miller, and the girl is in it. He probably gets eaten by something, because, I mean, let's be real here. He always plays kind of like a slacker. And a slacker's not going to live when a dinosaur's chasing after them. They're going to be like, just eat me. But he may live, you know, I mean, be positive, Heather. Anyways. Oh, another thing. One other thing. Well, I'm not going to show it to you because it has my home address on there, and that's kind of like inviting trouble. But I legitimately got a piece of mail today from a mailbox that said that my name was Forever Alone. Yeah. That made me feel super, like, pumped. So if you're feeling bad, remember, I have a piece of mail that says forever alone. Like a legitimate piece of mail. Like somebody had to type it into a computer and then somebody else had to like okay it to print, in theory. Piece of mail that says forever alone as my name. Ta-da! Okay, well, if you're watching this, you're winning. Here's some deets for you. You can add me as a friend, and I probably won't respond. I haven't been on that Facebook account in forever. One of these days I'm going to. But it's at GingerSnacks. You can like GingerSnacks on there, too. You can follow me on... Is it called following on Twitter? I don't know. You can add me on Twitter. You can add me on Google+. Twitter is at GingerSnacks69. Google+ is Heather BoBeather. Spell it out in every other episode. I'm not doing it no more. You can add me on Instagram at joifirefaerie. Also spelled on other shows. If you want those to find it if you want. Plus, it'll be spelled out for you below. And... below, because that's what everyone does. It's below. It's below. It's down here. It's down here. Did you know it's down here? Because it's down here. Anyway, that information will be down here. You can follow me on Instagram. Also, joifirefaerie. I have a picture of things on there that probably shouldn't be on there. If I'm advertising, everyone should look at it. But that's not going to be my address anymore. So, fine. You can have my address. Psh, I'm moving. What? Anyways, I love you guys. Winning and all that stuff. Don't buy drugs. Don't do them. They kind of don't do good things for you. After working for 911, the one thing I feel confident telling people that I think I won't lose my job for is K2 is a bad thing. It's bad. Don't do K2. If you're like, oh my god, I'm going to go out with my friends, we're going to do K2, don't. Just fucking don't. If you want to just kill yourself, I got a lot of better ways. A lot of ways that are going to not suck so bad for you. So anyway, mwah.